What up, y'all? It's your boy, the one and only A Switch, aka who keep putting peanut butter on my knees. Oh, that took me out. Hold on. Who keep putting peanut butter on my knees? I can't even recover. AKA Dokomake Taika Dropper. AKA the undisputed, undefeated, uncontested social distancing champion. AKA somebody give me some whipped cream so I can put it on. I don't know what that means. AKA the nigga lip master. Bringing you yet another episode of Switches Sites. Episode 140. It's so great. It's so wonderful. It's so wonderful to be here still. What's going on in the world? Anything notable? Joe Biden selling crack pipes, giving crack pipes out to people or something like that. I know that's not the story. I'm fabricating, but Britney Spears, I love you. I just wanna put that out in the universe. It's good to see Britney she got released a while back. Now she back at it. She was saw a video her dancing. She got the skimpy on, and then she got the heels. So hey, it's good to see Britney back. It's Britney, bitch. All right, I'm gonna stand with Britney. I'm gonna stand with her. You love to see it though. You love to see it. Anything else significant? I don't think so. At least that doesn't come to mind. Happy release day to Sifu. I think it technically got released early in the week. I've yet to play it. I plan to play it. Hopefully, this week, next week. But yeah, shouts out to Sifu. Just Sifuing. I don't know. I just wanna put that out in the universe. What else? I think that's it. At least for this week's episode, have a pretty concise episode, I'd say. The February Nintendo Direct dropped. We talk about RE4 Remake, some further details, and finally, GTA6 confirmed. I mean, it technically was confirmed, but we'll get in that a little bit later. So, without further ado, let's stop the dilly-dallying and get right into it. First topic of discussion. Nintendo Direct. Out of nowhere. I think they announced it like Monday or Tuesday, and then it happened Wednesday, I want to say. So Nintendo Direct, man, this I'd say overall was a pretty decent one. Had a lot of personal surprises, some games I'm definitely interested in that I've not heard of before, which I guess we'll get into as well. So we're probably going to go and jump around everywhere, but let's start off with Nintendo Switch Sports. So I think we all should have seen this coming, but it's still surprising nonetheless. Nintendo Switch Sports. Nintendo Switch Sports. Man, so it makes sense. It just makes sense. Clearly, that's definitely what sold a lot more Wii's than I think otherwise. Actually dipping into that casual market, like parents, grandmas, uh, great grandmas, all just playing Wii. That's it's kind of crazy when you think about it, like how much power the Wii had to actually captivate like casual non gamer folks. Which I'm very curious to see if Thunder will strike twice, considering that's clearly what sold a lot of Wii specifically. So it's gonna be interesting to see a console that isn't necessarily like proposed to be such a like, I guess, motion based console, because I think that has always been kind of very not, at least advertised, or I'd say widely known, that the Nintendo Switch does have motion support for a reasonable amount of games. Not a lot, but a fair amount of games that do have motion support. So I think that's also the other factor, at least with my experience with Wii games, or Nintendo Switch games that have motion support. It always just is never 100%. But again, it could be a lot of various factors. Like, I'm guessing maybe light plays a pretty fair factor, and I like everything dark. I like darkness. So that could be a factor. But I don't know. We'll see. Like a game that's definitely heavily reliant on motion controls. I'm very curious to see how Nintendo Switch Sports is going to be like received overall. When reviews come out and whatnot. April 29th, and I think there's a beta, like a online play test. I think next weekend, February 18th, 19th, and 20th. So, I mean, I'm looking forward to it though. They got badminton. They got Chambara. I never even heard of that before. I guess it's like a sword play sport. Soccer, volleyball, bowling. Of course, you can't have Nintendo Switch Sports without bowling, tennis, and that's it. I think they're adding some additional games further out. So golf, I think they're gonna add via free to update, and I think that's it. And then utilization of the leg strap accessory, a physical version to kick the ball in a soccer shootout. So I guess that's like maybe a specific mode within the soccer sport where they'll let you do that. So what was very funny during that whole segment of them talking about Nintendo Switch Sports was that, like, yes, we could play Nintendo Switch Sports in a very well spaced out room, and and in an area where you don't hit other people or hit any objects. You could tell, like, either some like lawyer or something was like, please include this so people aren't like the Wii situation, like people throwing their Wiimotes at TVs and stuff. Like, yes, please always use the Joy-Con strap while playing Nintendo Switch Sports. So, hey, I get it. Nintendo covering their asses. I respect it. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. No, it's not Mario Kart 8. The next Mario Kart. No, it's not. Basically, they're adding 48 remaster courses for Mario Kart. what is now probably like a 5 to 6 year old game by now. So we don't want Mario Kart 9. Let's just keep milking Mario Kart 8. Let's just keep it going. Which I get to some extent because I mean, at least according to like MPDs and stuff, Mario Kart 8 is like always at the top 5, at least guaranteed. So I get it. But it's like, make something else, I would say. But I mean, I'm saying this as somebody who's barely really played Mario Kart 8, so what do I even know? But still, I mean, I think considering the cadence of these 48 maps, they're releasing them in like, pretty much segments throughout this year and I think into next year of 2023. So yeah, I guess. I don't know. I feel like we're not going to see Mario Kart 9 until like the next generation of whatever Nintendo Switch 2, I guess. I don't know. And then it's like it adds some maybe DLC characters like, I don't know who would actually be a good DLC character that is in the game that I'm not aware of. Like Sephiroth, add Cloud, but now that I think about it, they announced recently that I think Kokobo GP, which is I guess technically a competitor against Mario Kart, is that they have I think Cloud and Squall as like of course DLC characters that you have to pay for outside of the base game. So never mind. Towards the end, they did announce Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I have bare minimum knowledge of this series, but it seems interesting. I only my only frame of reference is I forgot his name, the dude with the blonde hair in Smash with the nipples out and the feeties, the I forgot what you call them. Just call them the slippers. Got the nipples out in the slippers. I'm really feeling it. That's all I got. So I'm happy for Xenoblade Chronicles fans. It seems like it looks good as hell, at least from what I saw. I don't know if I have that time commitment to try and catch up. I think it's coming out September 2022. At least that's the date. So Mario Strikers Battle League. I gotta do it. Mario Strikers Battle League. This game looks dope as hell. As somebody who's not even played like the previous Mario Striker, I think it's only been one Mario Striker game, but having not played that, it it looks fun as hell. It gives me heavy NBA NFL Street vibes with like kind of the violence and I guess just the physicality of it. You can check people into like gates and they get electrocuted because the walls are the surrounding arena is like reinforced with like electromagnetic fields or something like that. So I'm really digging what I saw for Mario Strikers. Just the it looks fun as hell, and I think it probably isn't the first game. I think it is probably NBA 2K that lets you play up to 8 players at once on a single Nintendo Switch. But with this, you can play up to 8 players, 4 players on each team, and you can play against each other on a single Nintendo Switch system. So that's pretty dope. That's pretty cool. There is surprisingly, there's like, in addition to an emphasis on online play, which I think everybody who knows Nintendo was pretty surprised in how they're really like, at least giving us the impression that they're really focused on, making the online very in depth and like, I guess useful in being able to be used compared to like a lot of other Nintendo games with not the best online quality, for lack of a better term. So This is coming out June 10th. So, this is pretty weird, but MLB The Show 2022, for those that don't know, is a game series that's owned by PlayStation. So, considering what we talked about way back, that like MLB The Show was moved to was being ported as well to Xbox, like Sony's like primary rival in terms of the ongoing console race. Is That's crazy in of itself. But now the show has expanded yet again to the Nintendo Switch. So technically Sony is working with Nintendo Switch, at least to a reasonable capacity, obviously, to port the show 2022 to the Nintendo Switch. One pretty dope thing that at least stuck out to me is that this game will actually have cross-platform play and cross-progression, which is pretty dope. So my impression is that you could play if you're weird, I like that, I guess. If you're weird and had MLB The Show, you love this game so much, you have it on PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. At least the biggest, I think, appeal is being on the Switch, where if you had like a Switch and another one of the main consoles, you could, play on the Xbox, for example, and then bring your progress over to the Switch and, going on a trip or whatever, go on the go, and, whatever progress you made, you can transfer back. And whenever you go back to your, presumably primary console, such as the PS5 or the Series X. So that's pretty cool. I'm not a big baseball fan, but just the fact of being able to all of the competing console companies cooperating together for this game is you always love to see it. So Chrono Cross, a game I have not played. I'm not even familiar with the Chrono series. Don't hurt me. I'm sorry. But Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers. I gotta do it. I got to. Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers edition. I put too much levity on it, but it's fine. So this is a remaster of Chrono Cross for the PlayStation 1. Coming to Nintendo Switch. A number of enhancements have been made. Refined soundtrack. Radical Dreamers is included, so I'm assuming that's like a additional, like maybe separate thing. Experience the origins of Chrono Cross in this text-based adventure. So I'm guessing it's like maybe some like one-off separate thing that at least they bundle with this Switch version. So that's cool. April 7th on Nintendo eShop. MLB The Show, April 5th. I think I forgot to say that. Portal, the companion collection. So basically, Portal 1 and 2 coming from Valve, the company that's about to release the Steam Deck, is ported both Portal and Portal 2 to the Nintendo Switch, which is technically their competing platform, which I just find funny as hell. Just the fact that we're about to release our own separate portable platform, but hey, we're gonna drop this on Nintendo Switch right before we drop our Valve Steam Deck. So we don't got a solid release date, but 2022 at least is the loose date. Local, online, and split screen player modes. So pretty cool though, either way. I mean, Valve has not been the type to be like, I don't know, stingy with their stuff. It just, the timing is very funny though. That's all. Splatoon 3, they showed a bit of the new mode for Splatoon 3 that is PvE based. I think it's called Salmon Run. Salmon Salmon Run, yeah, Salmon Run co-op mode, where basically, I assume you can team up with other folks and battle. It seemed to be like a wave-based mode, um, but yeah, I feel kind of unfortunate because at least for my fantasy game critic, I did have Splatoon 3 as the game I'm betting against, as in I'm either hoping it doesn't release this year or is not good. So I hope I'm wrong, but I don't know. It seems like it's definitely going to release this year, so it is what it is. Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Man, this damn trailer is would I say a mouthful? Mm, a mouthful? Mm. Sorry, I couldn't resist. So in this trailer they showed, at least probably the takeaway of this trailer, I say, is mouthful mode, where I guess essentially it's Kirby putting his mouth on stuff, but he can't go all he can't go all the way. He can't it's so much potential. He can't deep throat. So, I mean, he couldn't. I'm trying my best here. I'm trying so hard. But yeah, essentially, like, they showed him putting his mouth on a car, but he couldn't take it all in. So, it just showed little wheels at the bottom, and I guess he could technically still control it. I think that just opens up the floodgates in terms of, like, what is this power what is this capability? Because at least it was presumed that, like, he can literally swallow anything, but it's like, can he really? No. It's like this big ass car he can't swallow. Like, he can't swallow one of them parking cones, whatever, the traffic cones. So it's like, what good is Kirby if he can't take it all in? If he can't deep throat, it's is Kirby if he can't deep throat? These are questions that need answers. Hopefully we'll get answers when Kirby and the Forgotten Land launches on Nintendo Switch March 25th. Oh man. Man, if I can't. If you Oh man, if I was like a Nintendo host. Well, will Kirby be able to deep throat? Let's find out on March 25th. Oh man. Of course the internet gonna be the internet, and is having a field day with this Kirby, like, mouthful mode meme thing, where, pretty much he's getting photoshopped on anything he can put that mouth on. So oh man. Nintendo know what they doing. They do. They know their audience. They really do. Disney Speedstorm, which is basically a free-to-play kart racer based around Disney and Pixar IPs. I think I saw Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean, and that's all I remember. Probably Frozen, Elsa. I would assume Pocahontas. Put Pocahontas in there. Put Encanto. That just shows I've clearly not watched any of these Disney IPs. Encanto, I don't even know if Encanto is a person. I'm assuming it is. I'm looking very uneducated in that respect, but coming out this summer. Very surprising, No Man's Sky, that this is coming out on the Switch this summer. It seemed like this game is very demanding, so it's one of those games like, damn, the Switch can run this, and that's I feel like that's my sentiment for a fair amount of games I see on here. Like, damn, No Man's Sky, the Switch can run that, it's probably gonna look blurry as hell, and maybe 30 FPS. I don't think it was 60 on the main consoles, but it always fascinates me how much juice people can push out of the Switch, which I think is part of its luster. I'd say its appeal, the fact that it's so portable, yet the potential to expand upon its limits is pretty cool. Earthbound, finally, not finally. I mean, we technically had Earthbound on the virtual console, I think, for the Wii U, and yeah, and of course Super Nintendo. But Earthbound Beginnings, I think that was only Japanese only. Yeah, Earthbound Beginnings, a localized version of the original Famicom Mother game. Both Earthbound and Earthbound Beginnings are coming to Nintendo Switch Online later today. So that is true. But how they gonna do this and not give us Mother 3? They're probably saving it for E3 or whatever E3 Summer Games Fest, whatever summertime release is gonna be. So I think that would definitely be a big, huge announcement that they're probably going to put in their pocket. Just planted the seed to this week, and then come summer, they're probably going to drop it. Earth Mother 3, bitch. That's a, mark my words. That what Reggie Fils-Aimé gonna come on stage out of retirement. He's just gonna say, Mother 3, bitch. And then just leave. Just gonna leave the stage. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Metroid Dread update. So a free update is gonna probably launched yesterday for Metroid Dread. Dread mode. So Dread mode is basically like one hit kill mode. So pretty much you get touched, you dead. Nope, I'm good. I'm all right. I'm okay. They also, I guess, to kind of counterbalance it, they have a rookie mode difficulty, which gives you a speedy recovery, and I think that's it. Just a speedy recovery. I guess you just recover your health faster. I feel like they would want to add something else to kind of make it more easier, I guess, but oh well. But there is also another free update coming later in April that will have a boss rush mode that, of course, like the name implies, will let you fight boss after boss in succession. So that is a mode I definitely would play because, man, the bosses in Metroid Dread, magnifique. Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp. I think this was gonna come out in December last year, but got pushed back to April 8th. So for those that don't know, it'll have basically a remake of Advance Wars 1 and 2 that were on the Game Boy Advance, and it seems like they put in work because it's gonna have online and local multiplayer. Online, they seem to be putting a lot of effort into. You can create and share custom maps to play. Go for high scores in the war room. It's looking real nice. I may not play them all the time, but I love me a good ass tactical game. I may have not finished Fire Emblem for the Game Boy Advance. I still have it, but damn it, I love me some tactical games. All right. My problem with Fire Emblem is the whole death mechanic that I just don't want to. I don't want to let them die, so I just will keep restarting the battle in perpetuity till I just give up. So, one of these days, I'm gonna pick up just the initiative to just deal with it. Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. Basically, I think this is the Wii version getting ported to the Switch, which is interesting. I guess it makes sense because of the motion controls that you supposedly will also be able to use for this version. So I mean, if you've been yearning for Star Wars Force Unleashed, you'll be able to have that satiated April 20th. Assassin's Creed Ezio Collection. Assassin's Creed Ezio, probably the best Assassin's Creed games in the series. Two Brotherhood and Renaissance. Assassin's Creed, they don't specify, but I'm pretty sure it's 2 Brotherhood and Renaissance. I want to say, could be wrong. All the ones that got Ezio in it. That's all you need to know. Cuphead Delicious Last Course, which is basically the DLC for Cuphead that has new levels. I think, what's her name? Cup lady, Miss Chalice, the female Cuphead, aka Miss Chalice. She joins. I think she can double jump, so it seems to be kind of a easier character to use to help you get through some of the stages. I've yet to play Cuphead. I do want to play it, but I'm not in that mood to like be frustrated, if that makes sense. I guess kind of like the same sentiment with Dark Souls, but yeah, June 30th. Taiko no Tatsujin. I gotta do it. Taiko no Tatsujin Rhythm Festival. So Taiko no Tatsujin coming back. Well, it never left. It's coming the first time. It's Nintendo Switch. So this is will include some Legend of Zelda and other Nintendo IP music in the game, but I think what made some people groan, some eyes roll, was that it will have a paid in-game subscription service. Gives you access to over 500 songs that will be available at launch. So drum to your heart's content when Taiko no Tatsujin Rhythm Festival launches on Nintendo Switch 2022. Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. So this is basically Fire Emblem Warriors, but based on the Three Houses game in terms of the characters and stuff. But basically Fire Emblem Musu game. It seems cool. Some of the enemies seem pretty interesting. I don't know. I wouldn't just run and get it instantly. I'd wait, but I think it disappointed a lot of people. I think people were thinking this was a legit new Fire Emblem game, but no, it was like Fire Emblem Warriors, bitch. Gotcha. It looks cool though. Live Alive. So this is, from what I gathered, this is a unreleased game that was exclusive to Japan. Essentially, it wasn't released outside of Japan until July 2022 of this year. It will. So it is. It has a HD 2D style. It kind of gives. It looks very similar to Octopath Traveler and Project Triangle Strategy. At least the design aesthetic kind of looks similar to that. 7 different stories featuring different protagonists, time periods, and gameplay styles await. In the Wild West, a wanderer with a bounty on his head fights for his life. In the twilight of Edo, Japan, a shinobi undertakes a secret mission. Experience these tales in any order you choose. The adventure is yours to control. A journey of discovery awaits you when Live Alive launches for Nintendo Switch July 22nd. So, it looks pretty dope. At least all the random, just crazy shit I saw in this trailer, I was like, Live Alive is on my radar. It is. I'm looking heavily. Triangle Strategy, basically the tactical RPG Triangle Strategy, which was, I know it was announced before. They dropped the demo yesterday during a direct. So you can play from chapter 1 to the end of chapter 3. via the demo. And thank you, Triangle Strategy, Square Enix, whoever. The save data from the demo can be transferred to the full game once purchased. So I'm going to say it again. I've said it before, but I'll say it again. Normalize demo progress to the main game. Thank you very much. Please. At least specifically, you know, games like RPGs, of course. Like, I wonder, like, from 1 to 3 feels like 15 to at least 10 to 15 hours. I'm probably maybe exaggerating, but I mean, that's a lot. It's a lot for RPG. It will release March 4th. Front Mission first remake. They announced that, so it's basically a remake of Front Mission, which, to my understanding, was a game that originally released on the Super Nintendo, and this is a remake of that. And they also announced Front Mission 2 will get a remake as well. So, coming out this summer. No date for the second remake for Front Mission 2. Klonoa. Huh. As I mean, I have to say it. I'm a huge fan of Klonoa. Love me some Klonoa. That this series does not give the love that it deserves. But hey, everybody got another chance now. Klonoa Fantasy Reverie Series. I don't know what that means. Klonoa Door to Phantomil and Klonoa 2 Lunatea's Veil coming to Nintendo Switch. So basically, the first Klonoa Door to Phantomil that released on the PlayStation 1, and Klonoa 2, probably one of the best platform and PS2 games I played. Klonoa 2 Lunatea's Veil coming to Nintendo Switch. You love to see it. You really do. Kind of interesting because, like, Klonoa started out primarily on the PlayStation and then gradually moved to Nintendo. I really love the Game Boy game, Klonoa something of Dreams. Let me fact check that. Klonoa Game Boy Advance. Empire Dreams. Klonoa Empire Dreams. Love that game. Ugh. You guys should be thankful. You get a chance to experience Klonoa like you should have before, but hey, we'll forgive you. You get another chance now. July 8th. If you don't buy this game, if you don't buy this game, I can't do nothing really. I'll just be mad. I'll just be mad in silence towards you, even though I don't know if you got it or not. But the sales will tell us. So come on, man, give Klonoa a chance if you haven't. If you like platformers, as somebody who doesn't really play too many platformers, love me some Klonoa. Okay, all right. I'm sorry. Just gotta give Klonoa its due because it deserves it. Getsu Fumadent Undying Moon. I don't remember this one. Death is not an end. Defeat eternal foes until you die. Carrying a fight. Eternal soul memories in a new body. I don't think they showed this. Either that, might have been in the montage. SD. Actually, that dropped yesterday. SD Gundam Battle Alliance. Hey, for you Gundam fans, it's basically Gundam with action RPG battles. The ability to enhance each suit with parts to improve their power. Kingdom Hearts Integrum Masterpiece. They already announced this, but they just want to keep touting it. But it's the cloud version. So basically, the whole Kingdom Hearts trilogy but it's cloud based. So pretty much it's not running on your Switch hardware. It's like you're connecting to a server to play it, you know, similar to like PlayStation Now or Xbox X Cloud for Xbox. So, all right. And that's pretty much was it. At least the standouts for this Nintendo Direct. Overall, I say it was very solid. A lot of games I'm interested in. Shouts out to Klonoa. I mean, that's the win for me for this whole Direct. Klonoa's back. I'll say it again. Klonoa is back. Just had to let that be known. Make sure that is make sure that's established. All right. Support Klonoa. All right. Don't sleep on that. I'm just saying. Live Alive. What was the other one? Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp. I might actually I'm advocating for Earthbound. I've not played it, but I know I'll like it. I just have not gotten around to it. So, hey, you know, support Klonoa, support Earthbound, so we get these sequels, we get these series running. All right, I'll get off my soapbox. I've been preaching. I've been preaching too much. Moving on. Next topic of discussion. Resident Evil 4 Remake. We got some more details from Fanbyte. Of course, these aren't confirmed, but obviously take this with a grain of salt. But at least some very worthwhile tidbits to kind of explore and look into, dissect, if you will. So probably one of the interesting tidbits of this remake was the development. The title was originally developed by M2, which is the same people that worked on Resident Evil 3, like a fair amount of ex-Platinum Games developers, and I think a couple of Capcom people as well, which, considering the reception of Resident Evil 3, I think they were shifted to a more support role. And then the team that worked on Resident Evil 2 Remake were kind of provided the leading role to work on this. So, but another interesting tidbit is that Shinji Mikami, who of course the founding father of the series, he actually was supposedly approached in terms of working on the game, overseeing it, whatnot, but he saw that it was a conflict of his current studio, Tango Gameworks, so he did decline. So that's kind of interesting. That kind of hurts, to be honest. But I mean, you have the template anyway, so I mean that's really all you need. But it would have been cool to have Mikami at least provide insight. Maybe he did to some extent, but yeah. So that I found that pretty interesting. It was something else that was fairly notable about it. I think that they actually are gonna make the focus of this remake actually more horror based, adjacent to the original, where it was more, it had of course tense moments, but wasn't necessarily scary. I wouldn't, if you ask me what Resident Evil 4 is, I'd say fun more than scary, which is, fine, but it would be interesting to see what they do with this. But they did say that the game will take more inspiration from the demos for Resident Evil 4. The direction they were taking Resident Evil 4 originally, before they did a whole rehaul of the game and made it what it is now. But so that's gonna be interesting. That I think they said the village setting is gonna take place at night, and not in during the day like the original, which I found very interesting. So at least they are looking to make it more horror focused than the original, which it could work, I guess. We'll just have to see, really. But that is pretty interesting, though. Yeah, because I mean, if you looked at some of the beta alpha footage for Resident Evil 4, like I forgot what version they called it. I think they called it the castle version or whatever, where it was more of a paranormal focus rather than like, action based now, like kind of more akin to the original Resident Evils rather than like, action Leon Resident Evil. So I'm curious to see what they do with that, if they actually implement like some of those characters that we saw in those early demos. That's going to be pretty fascinating. As man, as a huge fan of Resident Evil 4, I'm of course have my reservations, but I mean, at the same time, I'm gonna eat it up. Best believe, best believe. They're gonna expand on Assignment Ada, so that's interesting. I think they're also going to expand on Separate Ways. I want to say, I would assume they would, maybe. I think they also revealed, or kind of somewhat semi-confirmed, not really, but that Albert Wesker, that leaked design I think we talked about a while back, technically wasn't associated with that design, specifically wasn't associated with this game, but it was a Resident Evil game that was canceled. So that's pretty interesting. Anything else really? Yeah. I want to say, did they say Wesker is going to have more of a role in this? No, they did not. Something else that I think stood out. No, I think that was it. So yeah, I mean that's a pretty decent amount of information that at least we have kind of going into this. I mean, if you're gonna remake Resident Evil 4, which again, I mean, let's state the obvious. Obviously, I personally would prefer Code Veronica, because I mean, in terms of chronological timeline, that makes sense. That's the most deserving of a remake. But like, no, let's skip that. Let's go to Resident Evil 4. But I digress. Yeah, I don't have any. I mean, of course, I have doubts, because it's like Resident Evil 4 is like a perfect game, and like, how can you? I don't know, man. It is gonna be tough to surpass something that's damn near perfect in my eyes. But we'll see. I mean, I'm gonna complain about it, but I mean, at the same time, I'm definitely gonna indulge. So we'll see. Good to know, though. At least going into it. Moving on. GTA 6. GTA 6. We know it. We know it's coming, but at least finally we get confirmation from Rockstar Games that actually it is in the works. This was a tweet last week. I'll say it from Rockstar Games specifically. Many of you have been asking about a new entry in the Grand Theft Auto series. I just translated. Will you guys shut the about Grand Theft Auto 6, please? With every new project, our goal is to always significantly move beyond what we've previously delivered. We're pleased to confirm that active development for the next entry in the series is underway. We look forward to sharing more as soon as we are ready. So please stay tuned to Rockstar Newswire for official details. On behalf of our entire team, we thank you all for your support and cannot wait to step into the future with you. So, basically, GTA 6 confirmed. Shocker, I know. But at least it is good to get confirmation from Rockstar that, yes, we are in fact working on one of the most successful, still selling games of all time. We are making a sequel to get more money from you. Yes, we are. So, obviously not a big surprise, but still, it still is good to get that confirmation. But also, in terms of information regarding GTA 5, what a game that's like, damn, is it been 10 years? 9 years. It's like coming. That is crazy. Now I think about it. I think 2023 is gonna be like the anniversary, the 10-year anniversary of Grand Theft Auto 5. And what do you know? Yet again, they're releasing it on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X versions that will have graphics modes with up to 4K resolution, 60 frames per second, texture and draw distance updates, HDR options, which I think is new, ray tracing, I know that's new for sure, as well as offering technical advancements to latest console generation for faster loading times, immersive 3D audio, platform-specific features like advanced haptic feedback, and much more. Yeah. One thing that's pretty dope, I hope they give you the option for PC players, but they say PS4 and Xbox One players eager to continue their journey on the newest generation of hardware will be able to transfer both their GTA 5 story mode progress and their current GTA Online characters and progression to PS5 and Xbox Series X with a one-time migration at launch. So I'm curious if, say, somebody like me who played the 360 version, transfer my data to the PC version, or no, transfer my data to the Xbox One version and then transfer my data to the PC version. I'm curious if people who I'm pretty sure there's a fair amount of people that have transferred like everything to the PC version and maybe want to jump back to the console version with the PS5 Series X, if they let you transfer from PC to PS5 or Series X. I think so, but it would be nice to know. That would factor in a lot, actually, because I don't know, versus me playing GTA Online all over again versus me like playing GTA Online with character that has my progression from PC would be a huge difference in terms of if I would actually want to play on console versus PC. So I think so. Yeah, because I was able to transfer from 360 to Xbox One, so that's one. Transferring from Xbox One to PC, that's two. So I think you technically would be able to. I would assume, based off that theory, I think you would. That would be dope. I mean, of course, you can't have cross progression, which would be cool if they did, but yeah, I could just do a one-time transfer to console, these new consoles again, that would at least get me to start playing more again. So we'll see. I mean, it's cool though. Oh man, how many times have I bought GTA 5? I don't want to admit it. Don't even want to admit it. Anyway, pretty cool all around. For PlayStation 5 owners, you have GTA Online for free for the first 3 months. And I think they also are making it totally separate from GTA 5, the actual story mode. So I know when you start out GTA 5 with a fresh save, that it will have you go through this lengthy like introduction thing before you can actually play or transition at GTA Online. So I think they're making a whole separate thing that will just like, drop you into GTA Online and, I'll assume like take you through tutorials and stuff kind of in the same manner as the story mode, and like kind of let you just play directly to GTA Online without having to have the hassle of GTA 5 introductory if you have no obvious inclination of playing that anyway. So, pretty cool, Rockstar. Pretty cool. I mean, GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition was pretty sucky. But hey, you got another chance. You got another chance, Rockstar. Well, I mean, I would assume they wouldn't mess up GTA 6, or this port. But I mean, I guess it's a different story with GTA Online. There was another development company, and it had a lot of pressure from what I saw. So, still though, hold these damn companies accountable anyway. Relentless accountability. That's what I say. Relentless accountability. And with that will conclude the news for this week. Let's get into what I've been playing. Thrill of the Fight. So, like I said last week, been making this effort to kind of make working out more fun, which Thrill of Fight has actually been a major component of that. It actually has been pretty fun. I made the game a bit easier in terms of the difficulty, and it's still challenging, and I'm still getting a similar, if not more intense workout because of it. But it's pretty great. I can't do like I think I may have talked about it, like what these like pro boxer YouTubers are doing, where they're like knocking out dudes in like the first round and just going through everybody in like an hour and some minutes. And no, I'm fighting the two starting people. I think I actually went back to the first person just for the self-esteem, but also the practice. I think it just man, it is. I'm really feel like I'm getting use out of VR with this game. Just the working out purpose of it that I didn't really foresee, but I am sticking with it so far. I plan to keep sticking with it and hopefully get to the tougher people and start just clocking people. That's all I want. That's all I want. I just want to clock people legally, but not realistically. Just just digitally. I'm content with that personally. So it's pretty good. I do recommend Thrill of the Fight if you're trying to look for something to just work out and have it be fun and engaging rather than just like what's the word I'm looking for? Not arduous, but like tedious. I think Thrill of Fight is pretty dope. Playing some music, just jamming while I'm beating up this dude is great. I recommend it. It's a good time. Also played Pokemon Legends Arceus yet again. Still, pretty much that's mainly what I've been playing all this week. Here and there, and it's great. I beat it actually yesterday. After you beat it, there is a like kind of end game component. I think similar to the, other Pokemon games where there's like an aftermath type of component to it, which I did, but there's this other, I guess, a last component to it where like the requirement is like you have to catch all Pokemon and complete the Pokédex. And I'm like, I'm good. I'll come back like when some DLC, maybe some patches come out. Not that the game is buggy or anything, but just I'm like, I've had my fill of Pokemon. I think I'm good to move to something else. But at least from what I played after everything was all said and done, man, Pokemon is back. That's all. As a dormant fan of Pokemon, that like the last legit Pokemon I like fully played was Pokemon Ruby Sapphire, and like, yeah, man, as somebody who's had that brief history of Pokemon, at least through like what the first 3 generations, and kind of fallen off since, and then now coming back with Legends Arceus. It is really fun. It brought me similar feels, but in a different way of the older Pokemon games. Like they kept the same kind of I guess layout or foundation blueprint of Pokemon, but they like deviated it so much into a new fresh thing that man, it is I'm very impressed. I had my reservations, but man, just like, I think, in my opinion, this is the Pokemon game that I envisioned when you were playing the Game Boy games, and like envision like, man, wouldn't be dope if we had a Pokemon game that was like console based and like was legit a like Pokemon game, like a legit console Pokemon game. And I feel like this is it, to be honest. It does a lot of really dope stuff, and it really expands on like it's what I would have mainly perceived as or thought as what a Pokemon 3D, fully realized 3D Pokemon game would be. It has, of course, some downsides. I might have talked about it before, I'm not sure, but one of my biggest gripes is the what is it? The lack of voice acting. I feel like we have done this rodeo multiple times. It's time for Pokemon to have voice acting. It really is. It just loses a sliver of just personality and like presentation to not have voice acting for a game this ambitious technically. So that's something I definitely hope to see. I think this just generally just begs the question if like, will we see this kind of foundation implemented into a mainline Pokemon game, which I'm very fascinated to see. That's going to be pretty interesting if we got like a legit new generation like mainline Pokemon game that implements a lot of these qualities from Arceus. If this is gonna be like the new template for Pokemon going forward, I guess they could make a sequel to this. I guess they could technically go to other generations and foundations before that, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to fathom them going like maybe further back, maybe further forward. Technically, I would assume, but I don't know. I don't feel like this should stay as a spin-off. This should be I mean, Nintendo does like money. They might, they could potentially, nah. Considering this game has been released, the next generation Pokemon, I think, is gonna suffer a lot more scrutiny, just based off this game being released. And it's gonna be heavily compared against this game now. So I think to not get that, I think they have to implement a lot of the qualities and like mechanics from this game into a mainline, next generation Pokemon. So I really hope we do see that with whatever the next generation Pokemon is. I mean, not including like remakes of the past Pokemon. It seems to be this cadence of, I think it's every other year there's a remake, and then the year after that there's the new generation. But now this was released in the beginning of the year, so it's like, are they gonna do a new Pokemon like every like holiday, and then like the beginning of the year is gonna be like this spin-off of Arceus? But then again, it would be the kind of issue of, you know, being heavily compared against this game, which I think has been like the best Pokemon game that I played since Ruby Sapphire. So we'll see. We'll see. But hey, good job, Pokemon. Good job, Game Freak. You did it. You did it. You brought this little 12-year-old kid inside of me. It came out. It came out when I played it, and I was like, yeah. that's what I as I'm playing it. Yeah. Stupid. Very. But with that being said, that concludes what I've been playing. Getting into what I've been watching, which has been, damn it, Book of Boba Fett season finale dropped. Man. Book of Boba Fett. I still don't know where the book is, but I don't even care. But this finale, I don't even care. Man. Okay, I have to. All right. Spoilers for Book of Boba Fett season finale. I recommend you watch it, but spoilers for Book of Boba Fett. It's so good, I have to. So basically, this episode actually focuses on Boba Fett more than like what the past 3 episodes. They actually, you know, include what the damn show is named after, Boba Fett, not Mandalorian season 2.5. So that's a plus to begin with. But man, it was so much good stuff. So much just, yes, this is what I wanted. I mean, I didn't perceive it, but this is what I wanted. So essentially Boba Fett and Mando joining forces yet again, and then this motherfucker Cad Bane was like, I need y'all. I mean, I'm paraphrasing, you know. It's like I wanna y'all need to supersede. This is my impression of Cad Bane. I'm gonna need y'all to supersede, and not supersede, but you know what I mean, like give up. It's too it's futile. You just give up. It's futile. This impression is killing me, but of course, you know, Boba and Mando like, motherfucker, fuck you. So they they refuse. They use what's his name, the dude with the Laffy Taffy ears. I mean, that's this is ignorant as hell, but I mean that's the best I got. The dude with the orange. It looked like them peanut things that you eat, but like elongated. That's neither here nor there. But I guess he pleaded to like, let's make a bargain, blah blah blah, and I'll happily grovel for you. And like, all right, do it before I change my mind. So does it, but the actual plan was basically to distract them, and then they come out guns blazing. It's Boba Fett and Mando. They both shooting shots, and shit is crazy. Fucking Boba shooting out his kneecaps. It's so good. And then he's shooting his iconic rocket from the back. Freaking Mando pulls out the damn dark energy blade. I'm like, oh shit, fuck. This is I mean, I was this close, just this close to climaxing, but yeah. So man, it was so good. Just seeing them two together, they shooting, they boosting up. I mentioned the kneecap shots. It was so good to see. It really makes me want a Mando and Boba Fett game. Whew. Ooh. They need to get on that. They really do. I would eat that shit up. Yeah, so there was that aspect. And then of course the clan that shot what's his name? I forgot the dude. The dude that took not originally, but scavenged Boba Fett's armor. Cabo, something Vance, I think. His crew came to help support them when they were like, "Oh no, I don't know what we're gonna do. Don't worry, guys. We're here. We're here to avenge Vance." So, I mean, probably not, but I mean, hey, I ain't gonna lie. I got a little choked up. It just that is always my weak spot. Seeing them getting saved by people you didn't expect. Well, I mean, I guess you technically did, but I digress. So they came, and then of course the Boba's goons, the cybernetically enhanced goons came as well, and then some more battling ensued, and then out of nowhere, this damn Rancor came out. He causing violence. I guess before that, these two big cybernetic turret things were coming to wreak havoc in the city, and then out of nowhere, then the Rancor came. Like, oh well, is it loose? Oh, what is it? No, it's not. It's Boba's Rancor. He got it. He on top of it. They revealed he's on top of the Rancor. He's throwing hands. He causing havoc. He's just causing that visceral physical damage to these bots because they have these shields across them so they can't penetrate. Mando trying to hit it, penetrate it with the dark energy blade, but nothing's happening. So this Rancor just putting in work, causing these robots to just falter, just falter. Their shields eventually being compromised, and then I think that's how Mando killed one of them. Got the damn dark energy blade out, stabbed that thing in the eye. Oh, so good. I forgot to even mention Grogu came back, of course, as I think was heavily implied, based on the ending of the previous episode. Technically saved Mando from getting killed by one of them, took out one of the parts from one of the robot's kneecaps, but I guess he only saw it as a toy. So that's Grogu. That's Grogu for you. Just cute and focused, selfish on stuff. But anyway, then the battle with Cad Bane and what is his name? Of course, Boba Fett. Hey, they had their words. Of course, Cad Bane had the upper hand. I'm like, is he gonna kill somebody yet again? But he doesn't. Freaking, what is his name? I keep forgetting him. Boba Fett uses what he learned from the what are they called? Damn it. The clan Tarkarians? I'm probably wrong, but basically the clan that he got back to his got back on his feet with, used the spear, whooped his ass, stabbed him in the heart. I mean, I think he's coming back. I don't think you get rid of Cad Bane like that. I think it seemed like he's gonna come back. Like, is anybody gonna burn him or like throw him away? No, he thinks some way he might come back, I would assume. And that was pretty much it. Everything came back. Now everybody respects Boba, like he, I guess, has been trying to get throughout this whole season. Then they show at the end, Cad Vance, he gets cybernetically, at least it's implied, he's getting cybernetically revived by Thundercat. I forgot his actual name in the series, but getting revived, presumed to be getting cybernetically revived by Thundercat. So that's going to be interesting. I don't know. And then of course they showed Mando and Grogu, shooting off to whatever miscellaneous adventures that we'll probably see in Mandalorian season 3, which I guess now should be, well, no, I guess 2.5 and then 3. But I was like, because of so much of his inclusion in this season, it feels like he should be put he should be put like this should be like 3.5 or whatever, because his immense inclusion in this season, in this series so far. So anyway, such a good finale. It's like, where were you this whole time, Bobba? Why was you shooting people out your kneecaps before? It's okay. It's okay. This payoff was great. Just Mando and Boba Fett shooting people. That's a video game, man. Come on, LucasArts. Y'all need to do something with that. I digress. Yeah, overall, pretty good season. Just the weirdness of including way more Mando than, what should be kind of, I don't know. That's probably my, I guess, gripe, if any, that it just seems very weird to focus so much on Mando within this series that's at least suggested to be focused primarily on Boba Fett. So I mean, that's a pretty minor gripe, but still. So I'm curious what's gonna happen next. I don't know. It seems like Boba Fett's story is kind of, I don't know, concluded. I guess maybe they could be some new big gang in town trying to take over his territory, I guess, and maybe other events could ensue. But I would assume this maybe suggests that more so that we'll get Mando season 3, at least based on the immense inclusion of him during this series. So all in all, I'm looking forward to it, because we got a lot of good fan service stuff, at least. Like, Luke Skywalker came back, of course Grogu, Mandalorian, damn near most of this series. That still kills me, but yeah, overall I enjoyed it. I think my expectations were tempered, but man, this finale was magnifique. So moving on. Attack on Titan. Man, these shows are showing. Let me tell you, these shows are showing. This episode just keeps throwing all these damn just curveballs every episode. It's like, I don't even want to spoil it because it's so good, I mean, it's a certain tier of goodness that it's like, do I want to spoil it or do I not? But then if it's so good, you gotta spoil it. But it's like, this is the type where I don't really want to spoil it because it's just that good. Just to implore you to actually watch it. It was pretty good. It's pretty good. Them Titans be tacking, Them Titans are tacking. Did I say a Titans? Them Titans be attacking. Let me just tell you that. Man, Aaron Yeager, man, this dude, I'll at least say this is one of the most fascinating turns of at least what we are led to. I think that gives away too much in of itself, but an interesting conflict of allegiances that I've seen in a series. I think that's safe to say. A very interesting, dichotomy of allegiances during this season. I think that's pretty safe to say. Man. So good. So good. It's so good. I don't even want to talk about it because it's so good. I implore you to watch it though. Moving on. Watched All of Us Are Dead, which has at least been a crazy talk of the town in the Netflix verse which is basically a Korean zombie, a Korean zombie series, where it's based around a high school, of course, where all zombie outbreaks happen. But yeah, basically is the at least initial plot is that a science teacher, at least it's suggested that this science teacher at this high school is concocted this virus, I guess as a way to retaliate against some bullies to its son, to my understanding, and essentially starts to spread, and then is now starting to spread even more as the series go, the episodes go on, it seems. And I guess just dealing with that typical drama. I guess you would say drama, thriller, horror. Yeah, I don't know. At least it has. I'm on episode 4, and it has not captivated me how I thought it would. I'll give it. I'm at least at this point. I'm just want to see it through, just out of curiosity than anything. But I assume it's probably gonna get better. More episodes in, but it's okay so far. I guess it's some predictable stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It just seems I don't know, just predictable, I guess. Maybe that's part of why it's not maybe hitting for me. But I think some of the stories are interesting. There's this interesting story within this series of a pregnant woman who actually has a baby during this apocalypse herself, nursed actually, yeah, just birthed this baby herself in a bathroom. And the interesting story of that, which they don't really, I'm curious where that ends when this is over, but yeah, it's got some interesting aspects to it, but I feel like it seems like it's gonna get more interesting towards the end. At least that's the kind of hint I'm getting from this series. So at least for now, I'm not sure, but I'm fascinated to find out more. So moving on. Peacemaker. It's good. It's very good. Yeah, this episode, man, some stuff popped off, some stuff happened. Yeah, I think I didn't see the new episode that dropped this week, but I think after this episode there's another one, and that's the finale. But yeah, this episode, man, some stuff popped off. I guess spoilers for Peacemaker if you're not seeing it. It's a very good series. I do recommend it. Man, so basically the police are trying to arrest Peacemaker, but they manage to escape, and then there's the queen. I think it's the queen. Is it a bug or fly? I forgot. Queen alien. They're essentially these insects that have been infecting people and I guess encapsulating their bodies and using them, pretty much. That they actually get the Asian police officer woman character in the show. She actually gets infected by this alien, and then now she then brings her whole army of aliens and infect the whole police precinct, and including the prisoners. And at least it's implied now that there's going to be a full out, I don't know, just gory war against the this alien race that at least seem to mainly be trying to take over this this world. But then there's the one character, Merle, who we find out that is actually one of the alien people, and at least we find out that all the people on the team know, but at least it seemed like nobody knew about it, but we do know. And he's apparently on the good side. We'll see what happens from that, but pretty good, man. Do not sleep on Peacemaker. I'm really enjoying that. If you're a superhero related fan, I think this is definitely worth a watch. It's good. John Cena is Cena in. John Cena is Cena in, you know. But I digress. Anyway. With that being said, I think that will conclude episode 140 of Switches Sites. Yeah, if you did enjoy the show, feel free to like, rate, and subscribe on your various podcasting platforms. I also stream and record this live on Twitch TV/aswitch on Thursday evenings. You can also catch this podcast archived on youtube.com/aswitch as well. And yeah, I think that covered everything, I guess. Yeah. So until next time, y'all, feel free to fuck. Get your damn game on. Aw, yeah. Nobody's safe.